Hey guys, welcome to Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. Guess what I'm doing today? I am planting some pole beans and bush beans. If you're like me and you totally forgot, I didn't forget. I've just been preoccupied and distracted with other gardening tasks and other personal things happening that I have not planted my bean seeds. So I saved all of these last summer, and I'm 99% sure they are rattlesnake beans, as you can see by the design on the little shell. Oopsie. So I grew only two types of pole beans last year. I grew Provider, which is like a purple flower, and it has like a different color bean. I think it's a black bean, a real dark colored bean. And the rattlesnake are supposed to look. I think we need to just go outside and start planting these. So I'm just going to plant the beans from last year that I had dried in the pod on the plant, and we'll talk about beans as we go. Today is May 30th, and yes, that is really late for me to start bean seeds for my growing zone, which is 7B-ish, but it's not too late. And you know, with our growing timeline, the number of days that I have that are frost-free, I could probably actually fit in 2 rounds of beans. But we're just going to start with these guys, and I think we may do some succession planting, where maybe I plant, let's say, a third of these seeds today, and then we'll plant a third in 2 to 3 weeks, and then another remaining third in another 3 weeks after that. But before we get started outside and getting our planting areas ready, I want to soak these beans for a little bit since we are getting such a late start. So I'm just going to put them in some lukewarmish water, and we're going to let them sit while we get outside and get our areas ready. So maybe we'll say they'll probably end up sitting for another hour or so, maybe 2, more likely 3 or 4 hours with the way things go around here, because I do get interrupted quite a bit when trying to get things done. So we're going to let these sit, and we're going to go outside and figure out where to put these pole beans, because they're going to need trellising, and we'll talk about that when we get outside.
2,000 years later.
So guys, that 2-3 hours turned into 7 days. I have emptied the water out of this a few times, and they have sprouted, these beans. I hope I'm not too late. But the reason I think I didn't get down here is because I have to clean up this bed before I can plant. And I was kind of waiting on the red bee balm to bloom. And there's chamomile down in there, and lily tuft that we need to get rid of. So this is actually going to be a job before I can just go stick beans in the ground. But it's been a week. These are about ready to just go kaput. So we're going to get this done tonight. Almost ready. So I've got red bee balm, Roman chamomile, and lily tuft that I will relocate. I'm going to put some new in-ground soil down, really water this well. Still have a few more weeds there, and then we're going to plant those beans. I really had meant to succession plant these beans, but because I put them all in the jar at once, we're just going to have to plant them all at once. I've got 6 trellises here in this good size L-shaped bed, and I'll probably put at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 around each trellis, maybe more, because I have a lot of beans. So we're just going to plant him about 1/2 to 1 inch deep, and then he'll be happy. I'm going to put the roots. The next morning, everything looks okay. I don't see a lot of digging or disruption of soil. So now I'm thinking about what can we plant kind of on the inside front of this L-shaped bed. And I have some ideas, but some things I won't plant with my beans. I don't like to plant onions or marigolds, and I'm real cautious with sunflowers nowadays too. But I'm thinking maybe, what about radishes? Maybe even lettuce. We could try a little lettuce. Maybe, I don't know if beets would get enough sun, but I'm going to think about it, and definitely put maybe some type of alyssum, some real short, petite alyssum down in this area as well. Okay, a few hours later, so I made a decision. I'm going to do some variegated nasturtium and these French breakfast radishes. And you can see it's getting really good sun right now. So these will be kind of shaded from the bean leaves a little bit. I think they'll do fine. And there's not sun here all day. But yeah, so no onion, no garlic for me when I'm planting peas or beans. That's just from my own personal experience. And also Mexican marigold or Mexican tarragon. That for me has had bad luck in the past with edamame and beans. So I don't do that, and I'm real hesitant with regular marigolds as well with my beans. I have not had good luck with those as a companion. So those are just my personal no-nos for me in my garden. And the sunflowers, you know, that can be kind of iffy too. So I kind of caution with sunflowers. There's a really pretty dragonfly over there. Can you see it? It's green. I'm going to try to sneak over there. Oh, he's flying away. Okay, so I'm going to plant these and water them in, and then I'm going to plant the bush beans. So for bush bean, we're going to plant good old reliable contender bush beans and French mascot, which are real kind of petite and small. I might put some of these in the green stock. So I'm just going to let them soak for just a wee bit. All right, so I'm going to look over my green stalks and find some empty pockets. Put some of those petite bush bean seeds in there. And then I'm going to put some more dirt into this guy, which is just an empty green stalk tier that got a little warped. I'm still going to put it to use. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 bush bean contender seeds in each pocket after I put more dirt in. I'm going to get busy doing that. I'm going to let y'all get back to your Saturday morning. It's Saturday here for me, and I do feel like I got something done the last day and a half. Really excited to see those beans growing and have a nice harvest. They should do well in that spot, so I'm really anxious to see. I've never grown them there. I grew tomatoes there last year, and I just made that bed there probably late winter, early spring 2023. So if you want to see that video, I'll try to remember to put the link in the description. Just make use of your space, and that ended up being a really great use of some old bricks I had and just some land that wasn't being used for food production. So all right guys, have a great Saturday. Talk to you soon. Bye.